welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about how to stay thin while pregnant. There is actually a way to satisfy your cravings and maintain a healthy weight throughout your pregnancy.
Mic drop mama.
I'm actually 26 weeks pregnant right now, and I have only gained about 8 pounds, 8.5 pounds total this whole pregnancy so far, which is a lot better than what I gained at this point in time in my pregnancy during my first pregnancy. So I'm gonna run through 3 different topics that I think are really helpful. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is diet. So did a bunch of research and I actually came across this book called Fiber Fuel. No, this video isn't sponsored or anything, but I just wanted to share this with you guys because it really changed my perspective on health and the way that having a healthy gut influences your health overall. And it also has a lot to do with your fertility health. I also did a lot of other research and I came to the conclusion that the way for me to be healthiest and to have a good chance of conceiving is to follow a plant-based whole foods diet. So I decided to dive right in and start eating a lot more fruits and vegetables and whole grains and nuts and seeds. Yeah, just whole foods like that. Started losing weight, and my husband was doing this with me and he started losing weight and we were just getting a lot healthier. So during that time is when we actually ended up getting pregnant, even though we weren't even trying. I think it has a lot to do with this whole lifestyle change that we were doing. So pretty much during the whole first trimester, I was eating a whole foods plant-based diet. It wasn't as easy as it was before I got pregnant because I was like really nauseous, but I was able to eat fruit. So I just took advantage of that and I ate a ton of fruit during the first trimester. I would make a lot of brown rice meals and whole wheat pasta meals with a little bit of cooked veggies mixed in. I would do a lot of homemade pizza. In the first trimester, I ate a lot of fruit and a lot of whole grain carbs, basically. And I actually ended up losing weight during the first trimester, even though I was eating all of that stuff that sounds like stuff that would make you gain weight. But yeah, I lost a couple pounds in the first trimester, and then when the second trimester started and I started to feel less and less nauseous, I actually started gaining some weight and I was able to eat more vegetables and I was still able to eat a lot of fruit, but it also started to get a lot harder to maintain my healthy diet because I was starting to get all the cravings and starting to get a massive sweet tooth. So I'm gonna talk about how to deal with cravings in my next point. Okay, so cravings. Cravings are what get you if you're not careful. This is what caused me to gain a lot of weight, me and my husband. I craved pizza a lot and I craved pancakes. So of course I chose the most unhealthy versions of those possible because I'm pregnant. So yeah, I ate a ton of Pizza Hut pizza and Little Caesars pizzas and just got takeout pizza a lot. And then I also went to IHOP a lot and got giant stacks of pancakes. They definitely satisfied my cravings, but they were not the choices to make for trying to maintain a healthy weight in pregnancy. This pregnancy, I've craved sweets a lot. So what I try to do is try to choose sweets or whatever other craving I'm having that are somewhat close to my whole foods plant-based lifestyle. So for instance, if I want cereal, which has been one of my biggest cravings this pregnancy, I choose these organic whole grain Cheerios and they're unsweetened. And then what I'll do is I will pour some organic pure maple syrup on them. And then for my milk, I use unsweetened almond milk. It is super delicious and it really satisfies my craving. I'm not just saying that, it really does. And it's just super tasty. It tastes like any delicious bowl of cereal. I eat it every night or every other night and I'm still not gaining a ton of weight. It's just a healthier version of what I could choose to satisfy my craving. All the ingredients that are added to these sweets add up. So if you're just getting a random cookie from somewhere, it probably has a lot of junk in it that you don't need to satisfy your craving. It's much easier to maintain a healthy weight and to satisfy your cravings if you make them from home or if you search for a healthier version of the thing you're craving. Another example of a healthier option I choose are chips. So during my first pregnancy, I would eat whatever chips, hot Cheetos, hot fries, just stuff like that. Just pick whatever chips I wanted and eat them however much I wanted. But this pregnancy, if I want chips, I try to look for ones that don't contain dairy and that have better ingredients. An example are these chips that you saw me eating earlier. This is the ingredients list. Whereas if you look at other chips, they have an ingredients list probably like that long. I don't eat chips often, but if I do want chips, I choose these. One of my other favorite things to eat that satisfies my cravings are French fries. All I do is get some russet potatoes or whatever potatoes, cut them up into fry shapes, pour some salt and some garlic powder and maybe some pepper if I feel like it, and just like stir them up a little bit, and then I'll air fry them until they're the crispiness I want them to be. They are so delicious and they don't have oil on them, so they're way healthier. And yeah, I just eat a ton of those fries and dip them in some organic ketchup that we have at our house. That's another way healthier option that totally satisfies your cravings and will not make you gain weight like getting French fries at a fast food place will. I'll leave some of my favorite pregnancy craving recipes below this video if you want to check those out. But let's move on to my third and final point. Something that really helps me, which I know doesn't help everyone, but weighing myself often actually really helps me because it helps keep me accountable for my gradual weight gain. So if I see that I have gained a lot of weight over like just a couple days, then I know that I need to cut down on the unhealthy choices and make more healthy choices so that I don't gain weight as quickly. Another tip that I have is to be intentional with your movements. So during pregnancy, it's really easy to just want to sit down all the time and not move at all, especially when your belly gets a lot bigger. So when you are up and you are doing something in your day, like walking through the house or making food or whatever, if you're standing, just make it a little more active than you normally would. So if you're in your kitchen making food, turn on some music and dance a little bit. If you're walking through your house, like lift your knees higher and just put a little more energy into moving. This has been the easiest way for me to continue to be active and not feel like I have to do a workout every day or I have to get off my butt and do like a 20-minute exercise or something like that, because that's way more daunting than kind of just doing little bits here and there. For me, that's a lot easier to keep my blood pumping and keep staying somewhat active throughout my pregnancy. And my last tip is if you're gonna go out to eat or if you're gonna get fast food, just try to make it a little bit closer to a whole foods plant-based way of eating as opposed to just getting whatever's on the menu. So like some of my favorites this pregnancy are bean burritos from Taco Bell without the cheese, and I also really like veggie burrito bowls from Chipotle. Yeah, I've been eating those a lot this pregnancy. But yeah, there are things that you can do to make healthier choices and still satisfy all your cravings and still eat plenty of delicious food. You just have to be a little more focused on what you're putting in your body. Definitely ask away in the comments below if you have any questions at all. Also, if you guys don't know, my absolute favorite videos to make for my YouTube channel are my mama raps. They're basically just songs about mom life. I'll put the link to my mom raps playlist under this video, so go check those out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and give my video a thumbs up if you liked it. Also, make sure you join me on Monday for my next pregnancy update. Thanks for watching. Bye.
It's mic drop mama on the beat. Can't you feel the heat? It's mic drop mama here to speak. Won't you take a seat? It's mic drop mama.
It's mic drop mama here to speak. Don't take a seat.